What I feel for this man who is harming this homeless person is criminal. Felony, 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 felony. That's what thoughts are going through my head right now with that video. If you watched my other video, it's the main one. You know which one. It's the one I put all the production value in. I was a homeless person on the streets in 1991 as an 18-year-old while all my classmates were graduating their senior year in Rock Rapids, Iowa. I didn't do nothing wrong. But I endured so much abuse. And if you would sit and talk to my sister and me in a different room, you wouldn't even know we were raised in the same house. And why? Because I was a boy. I suffered from misandry quite severely. Quite severely. But that year, now to be fair, I always say that I was homeless for that year. But to be honest, I was only homeless for about a month and a half. And then I was able to rent a place for like $100, $150 a month. And I was allowed to clean his condo, which was never dirty, dusting what was already clean, cleaning a floor that was already clean so I could work it off. But for that year, for the most part, all I associated with was homeless people, drug dealers, and prostitutes. That's pretty fair statement. That year is still today in my life, I'm almost 54, is still today one of the most important years of my life. Because I learned so much about that people that I cannot put a price tag on what I learned from being there. I spent so much time just listening, accepting, seeing them. I was around a lot of very, very dangerous people. And in hindsight, I could never do it again. Well, because I've been traumatized by hateful people and just discrimination. It's been really rough, and it has defeated me. But I've known since then the reason why I was safe was because I seen them where they were. I didn't need an expectation. I didn't ask, demand, require anything but just be you. And in that year of being homeless, dealing with all these people, I vowed to myself that I was going to write a book that was going to be worthy enough to earn the Nobel Peace Prize. And I set that as my goal, that I was trying to earn the Nobel Peace Prize. And I'll have to admit, most of the last 35 years, I didn't think I was going to win the Nobel Peace Prize. I didn't, because I knew that some of the subject matter just wasn't the kind of thing that was, I thought about, well, what would a Nobel Peace Prize committee want out of a person? What would they want someone to stand on the stage and look at the world of people and say, this is me and this is why I deserve this? Because I knew that I was going to talk about stuff that was going to make people uncomfortable. I was going to go places in society that nobody wanted to talk about. But I still kept that mindset. I kept myself guardrails. 35 years. It very much made me the person I am. It very much saved me from becoming somebody completely different. Because of everything that I have gone through, statistically, I know what should have happened to me. One of the things of the parameters in this for me was that I wasn't going to let my personal experience, like my trauma, I wasn't going to let that become part of the goal. And the goal was just understanding the world of people so that I knew how to talk to them. And what was the key there? Because I had a good 100 people tell me, you should write a book because you see the world differently than anybody else. It wasn't until I was in my 50s that I figured out why that was that made me so different. I'll just cut to the chase. What made me different? I was never taught competition. I've been in thousands of conversations with people, and I couldn't understand how they could talk about another person the way they did. And the reason why that is because I wasn't taught competition. And competition is a building block of racism, hierarchy, patriarch, discrimination, all of it. I would even include rape and war, because you first have to be taught competition. Competition is hierarchy. I'm better than you. I was never trained that way. So when I would talk to people about diversity and issues, the disconnect was just, I couldn't understand how people could talk about other people that way. I had planned on writing this book at the end of my life. And I really thought the end of, and it very well is still near. But January 20th, or January 2020, I sat down to write that book. January 1st, 2020. Previous to that, I had 90 days, no phone, no internet, no vehicle, no communication with anybody. I had my cousin come drive and pick me up and bring me grocery shopping once a month. That was the only contact I had. Well, and then I paid a bill with, my city utilities, walked to the post office. That was it. Live in a small town, 600 people. I needed to just step outside of myself and the world and just focus on how this book was going to be written. Within just a few days, I'm like, I can't write this in one book. This is crazy. By the end of the month, I knew two things. That I had an enterprise on my hands and that it was going to be 4 books. Now it's sitting at 7. It's no longer the book that's going to earn me the Nobel Peace Prize. It's my work. It's the enterprise. It's this channel. It's this channel. It's this social media site. Oh, I guarantee you. Just so we're clear, this is my work. There are thousands and thousands and thousands of pieces right here. Thousands of pieces. That's on the back of me studying the world to earn the Nobel Peace Prize for Humanity as a gift to the people of the world. And probably 5 or 6 years ago, something like that, I had to focus to make sure that I left no one out. That means even the 1% richest people in the world. I made sure that I left nobody out from being benefited. And I have it. And I have it. I have the plan. Donald Trump, if you're seeing this, you should come see. We need to talk. You've got the letter in your hand. If you're seeing this, Donald Trump, you can't deny, you can't ignore what I have in that letter. I know you can't ignore what I have in that letter because I know what's in that letter. And I've been studying how to speak to you. It took me the fear of Donald Trump. And then I was like, let me look through my work through Donald Trump's eyes. And within 5 minutes, I had 7 points. And I was like, oh my God. All I had to do was just shift it a little bit and look through it through Donald Trump's eyes. And I'm like, I got it. this is something he's going to want. I'm very confident about that. And I hope that within the next month or two, or sooner, or maybe even in the next couple weeks, you're going to hear that I've gotten a response from him, that I've met with him, that he's called me, that we've had a discussion. I'm very, very, very confident of this. Homelessness in the United States has doubled since January 2020. We have a problem, and it isn't the homeless people. But nobody has the sense to unravel, how did we get here? You don't want to. And do you know why that is? Because you have been trained in competition, and all you see is that you're better than this homeless person. Homeless people are getting lit on fire. You name it. You name it. What is this project that I'm working on? Give me all of the homeless people in the world. Give me all the mentally ill in this world. Give me all the drug addicts. Give them all to me. Give them all to me. Because I know that I can heal them. Now, I'm not going to heal them to where they're perfect. You're going to give me these people, and I'm going to wear the burden of being the organization that has the most people die on them. Because that's what's going to happen. I know this, and I know that it's going to make me want to work harder on how do we fix this? How do I stop another OD? How do I stop another suicide of people that I have taken in and they didn't give me the time? I know where I'm heading. I am it. It is me. There is no separation. But when I see this, I'm unhinged. I'm unhinged. I'm dangerous. I just want to say, because I don't want this video to be any longer than it is, I just want you to say, I'm going to try to fix this problem. So we don't have another person beat or killed or lit on fire that didn't deserve that has lost their way so hard. And nobody, we all see videos all the time. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to save you. Yeah, they are. I'm just needing a little bit of help in the beginning. And then the rest will be taken care of. I'm confident of this. I'm very confident. I've crunched the numbers over and over and over and over, and I can do this. I can do this. Don't ever let me catch this person. I'm telling you.